Hey, shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akim and Akwaf. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit, power, and mercy and grace of our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to get into a brief live. Lord willing, share a few clips with you, beloved Akim and Akwaf, pretty much talking to this this whole SNAPS benefit. You know, these government assistant programs being cut. You know, the government shutdown still being active after 27 days. And how you, Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as you can see the title, you're never mindful of the Scourges. You see? Because somewhere in the back of that big-ass head of yours, you know that you heard this before. You know you were warned and told, all right, by those so-called, in your mind, those Bible extremists that a day like this was going to happen, right? But no, you're so caught up, you're so proud, right? You're so self-absorbed. You know, you think you're going to take it upon yourself to still go get you something to eat, all right? When your car is stuck in pending mode, all right? You think you're going to still run up in Walmart and grocery stores and make it happen with your helmet and steel toes on, not realizing that's going to give you, that's going to grant you access to a one-way ticket to prison, man. You see? And the spirit that's on Esau nowadays, that could very well get you deleted. You know, the spirit that Esau's operating in the spirit that Esau's operating in right about now. You see? But what I wanted to do is I'll get these few videos I got set up here. This tablet is acting up. So yeah, I got this video here I want to play first. From Dabu 7. And then I got another clip I want to show you, beloved Akim and Agua, you know, tapping into the mindset of the end of and what she thinks she gonna do and the times we're coming into. But needless to say, as you can see, Jake is the face, you know, the face of terror. You know, Esau's making Jake the face of this whole rebellion against this program, these programs being cut. You know, they're putting pictures, they're putting videos up of Jake, you know, pretty much crashing out. But it's all by design. You know, some of this stuff can be AI, you know, and some of it's, you know, authentic. But understand that it's being pushed out there by Esau, man. Esau because you got to think about it. Over 30%, well, I think it's like 37% of SNAP recipients or government assistant recipients in general is Edomites. They make up their majority. You see? So why aren't there any videos out there of Esau crashing out? Now, granted, the video I'm going to show you, there is a video of one Edomite chick, but she's not crashing out, though. She's boasting in the reality that she got over $4,000 of SNAP benefits pending and that she's not going to suffer. Contrary to what we see Jake in the situation. Contrary to what Jake looks like. Jake's in a position where, you know, they're not moving like that. They're in a position where they're like, yo, we're gonna descend upon these various supermarkets and Walmarts, man. If we don't get our SNAP. That's how Jake is acting. But this little Edomite chick, she's boasting in the reality that she got 4,000 pending. And you will see the clip, you know, but I say all that to say this. This is all set up by design. You see, Esau is slandering Jake, and he's using Jake. He's accusing Jake, and he's using Jake as that new face of terror. You see, Jake is going to be that new face of terror. Hence why ICE, the whole ICE campaign, you know, Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the face of that. You see, Esau's Esau is playing his game, right, with accusing his brother. Hence why Revelation 12 says what it says. That's not written for no reason, right? The accuser of our brethren, right? Psalms 50, he slandereth his own mother's son. This is what this dude do. We're seeing it real time, you know? But either way, you know, Jake, it's time for Jake to sit their ass down anyway. You know, see, you, Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you've gotten comfortable in captivity. You see? You've gotten comfortable in captivity. You're settled on your lees, right? And you've trusted in this broken reed, all right, which is this system, which is the shadow of Egypt. You see, man, let's go there. You trusted in this place, man. And that's why the tables are turning on you, and now it's biting you in your ass. You trusted in this place, man. Now, let me get this first. And this lesson's not going to be long. Straight to the point. You know, just shedding light on the reality of what's going on. This very well could be the trigger, you know, to all hell breaking loose. It very well could be. This is what we got our eyes on it. Right here, the book of, let me get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 36, and verse 6, and it reads, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, right, on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Right. So you trust in this broken reed. Now, when you go, let me get this word real quick. When you get this word, let's go to the blue letter. When you get this word reed, check out what this goes into. Bear with me. That's not the word I wanted. What I wanted staff. All right, check this out. Let me turn this volume up.
Strong's H 4938. Mash Ana.
Now, under biblical usage, it goes into support, obviously, right? But it says support, right, of every kind. All right, support of every kind. And we know that Jake, right, has been utilizing the system, right, as their main means of support, right? These government assistance programs. You see, Jake has abused them. All right, this is generational abuse of these programs. And again, it all goes back to Esau. You know, don't get it twisted. You know, it all goes back to Esau, because Esau set this up by design in efforts to put Jake in that box, in that snare rather, to where he can have him in the palm of his hand. But Jake though, Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, scriptures say, why are you spoiled, bro? Scriptures go into how you're what's that scripture say? Damn, I can't word it. Same one I just quoted. Is that Isaiah, the first chapter? Bear with me, let me see something real quick. Homeborn slave. Yeah, let me get that real quick, because this is the mindset that Jake is in. This is why you took advantage, man, of these government assistance programs. You never thought it would make sense for you to strap up your bootstraps and get a goddamn job. You see? Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? You see? You, Jake, have become morally laxed. Okay? You become completely comfortable in captivity. Shalom, Akia, Bashmi Asha Brakata, beloved Akia, Yah Bashmi Asha Brakata. You Jakes have become completely relaxed, lax, and comfortable in captivity, man. And this is why now you're suffering the repercussions of trusting in Pharaoh. So you see, so when you go back, let me go back to Isaiah 36. right, in 6. But let me get that again in the blue letter. So that staff goes into a support of every kind. All right. And again, Jake has been utilizing the support of this system, all right, as long as they could. But look at you now. Look, lo, Isaiah 36 and 6 again from the top. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him, man. And ultimately, you 2/3 Jakes are going to allow him to pierce you with that chip. Revelations 13:16. You're going to bow down to the slaughter. You see? Because at the end of the day, you don't see any other way. You don't see any other way. You don't realize that trusting in man is going to put you in a position where you're cursed. You don't understand that your power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, is the source. You see? See? You're hoping in Pharaoh. See, we're hoping in the Lord. The scriptures tell us, man, what's that? If you hope in the Lord, you're going to eat. I think that's Psalms. Let's look this up real quick. Now, you know what? I think that's Psalm 70, Psalms 37. Let me see something real quick. If I'm not mistaken, the book of Psalms, chapter 37, fret not thyself because of evildoers. It's a little further down, though. Verse 3. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Psalms 37 and 3. Listen to this. And we'll get the clip after this, Lord willing, if the Spirit allows. Psalms 37 and 3, and it reads, trust in the Lord Yahweh and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. You see, we're trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. He promised us that he'll feed us, man. As long as we serve him. As it's written, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink. Okay? The Lord said his servant shall rejoice, man, and be merry of heart. Right? You niggas are going to lament. And you're going to be vexed in the spirit, bro. Why? Because you trusted in Esau, the enemy. Okay? Let me get this clip real quick. Let me get this from Dabu 7. Hold on. And I got another clip I want to play real quick as well from the brother
This is Dabu 7.
From the brother Tazama out of Dallas. But listen to this.
Got the USDA now saying that SNAP and its benefits are going to expire for some 42 million people if this shutdown persists, and it looks like it's going to. We've got the governor of Virginia declaring an emergency now over this whole thing. The loss of SNAP benefits, and it looks like they're also saying that the emergency use funds that some are saying that they could use and tap into cannot be used here in this instance. They're saying that if states want to step up and give people some money, that it will not be reimbursed. They're saying because of law, there's no legality on a way to pay it back, which all seems super suspect to me. It seems like a setup to me. At this point, we've already seen all kinds of people taking to social media, threatening to hit the streets and to just walk out of stores with their groceries en masse. There's all kinds of people saying this. So by the 1st, they expect all this to go into motion, and this affects a lot. This affects all the dollar stores, all the grocery markets, everything around, everything in town. And if people go in there and just rob them, well, they won't last for much longer. They won't be there for much longer to even go and rob for those people. So they will destroy the ecosystem around them, potentially, if this gets out of hand. Not sure when this is going to end, but they're saying right now on Polymarket, the odds of a shutdown now being finished are in the single digits here by Democrats and Republicans, not seeing eye to eye. And they're saying that it's only at 15% probability that they end this between November 12th and the 15th. Will it be over by Thanksgiving? I don't know, but we got air traffic controllers also affected. A lot of stuff affected by this. And if they're not there, this is going to make flying and travel around Thanksgiving chaotic as well. So join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern,
And
talking
again,
about this in greater detail and a whole lot more around Thanksgiving.
and again, and we understand this thing is it's a coordinated sabotage, you know, because we understand Esau, he wants to bring that new system in. You see? So we understand this is a coordinated sabotage. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, Yahweh Bashim Shot's controlling the whole entire movie. But you better believe it's definitely a setup, without a doubt. You see? But it's Yahweh Bashim Shot that got his hand in Esau's back. You see? It's the Lord. The Lord's pushing him to do it. You see? Because Esau, hey, at the end of the day, again, this system has to go. This system has to go. This system can no longer be in efforts for Esau to fulfill his fourth industrial revolution. This got to go. You see? And this is just another way of him being able to create the scenario, you know, for his reality to come true. So like, I'm just a little bit of a distraction going on over here, but it's all good. But yeah, man. You see? And again, Jay, he was mentioning, you heard Dabu mention how people are openly speaking about storming these stores and stuff. Who do you think he's talking about? Jake, because look at the videos that are out there. It's only Jake talking about this. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Now, granted, some of those videos could be AI. Esau, you know, slandering and playing his game, but now Jake is in that mindset. We know Jake. You know, we know. Hey, them niggas, that's the niggas right there. You see? And so stupid, they're making the videos and they're posting it up. Because Jake is stupid. The scriptures call you sottish and stupid, which is one and the same. But needless to say, let's get this clip as well. Let's just roll right into it. Now this is from again, this is from the brother Tazamah, the GMS Dallas, soldier of Yahweh, where Yahweh Shai. Right, subscribe to the brother's channel if you're not already. But I'm gonna play the first half of his video because he plays the few minutes of the clip that we need. I'm gonna just go right into it. Bear with me. Hold up. Let's turn that this way. Turn this volume up.
Trump cutting off food stamps right before Thanksgiving, bad and all, but my people ran out of stores. With the cart full, I bet it's gonna be some turkey on my plate. Ham, mashed potatoes, greens, dressing. It's gonna all be there. Don't worry about it.
It's bad enough I gotta pay rent. It's bad enough I got a car note. It's bad enough we gotta pay insurance. It's bad enough we gotta pay light bill. It's bad enough we gotta pay for gas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. And then on top of that, I'm pregnant.
And ladies and gentlemen, you are now looking into the face of non-accountability.
Donald motherfucker Orange Man J. Trump. I'ma tell you just like this. What the f you mean? Who ain't getting their goddamn food stamps in goddamn November? Cause I'm getting my goddamn. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. Cause I'ma tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ. I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on and my motherfucking helmet, and I dare up try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries.
And a PSA to them retail workers during this hard time of what's going on in the world. I really don't advise y'all to try to chase after anybody that's trying to collect them some food for their family as they're walking out that door with that cart, because you might fuck around and don't make it.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think it.
So you seen that? She had $4,000.
Revelation chapter 12, verse
Bear
10.
with me.
And I heard
She had $4,000 in her SNAP account. The Edomite chick. Okay, you see she was calm, cool, and she was collected. All right, sitting on 4,000. She's expecting to see it in November, and it said it'll be available in November on her little message there. But we'll see. But you see the difference? Oh, there we go. I was able to pause it. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. I'm gonna blow this up. Oh, there it goes. I'm not sure how clear that is for you. $4,194. All right, and that Edomite's account, her Snap account, and she's dead set on seeing it too. And it reads, you should get this deposit by November, for November, is what it says. You know, but according to resources, that's not happening. That's not gonna happen. All right, we got that Dabu 7 video we just played. There's a 15% chance that the government will be back open again. The government still shut down. How about that? Okay. All the East, the elite are putting the carrot in these people's in front of these people, man, and just luring them to the slaughter. Because think about it, she's gonna lose her damn mind if she don't get that money. Like the rest of them. You see Jay. You see these people, man, parasited out. She said she's going in there with her steel toes and her helmet, and she's gonna throw her 250 around, man. 250-pound Eve, bro. And like the brother said, he said these Evites, right, just need to give up the ghost, what the brother said. That's exactly what they need to do. And guess what? Hey, they're gonna get help. You see, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gonna visit them with that cruel messenger. And one of the double-barrel shotguns, he's gonna send them, you overweight Babylonians starting with you Jakes, are the evil arrows of famine. Right? Let me go get this real quick. See, the scriptures tell us that many shall perish for famine, man. Many shall perish for famine. Why do you think you Babylonians have been fattened up for the slaughter? Isaiah 34 goes into that great slaughter in Basra, man. And it's going to be for the recompense of what you've done to Israel, man. Let me go get this real quick in the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16, it reads, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. The Lord said he's going to increase the famine upon you, man. He's going to increase it. And Scripture, Lamentations tells us it's better to die by the sword than to perish of famine, man. Why? Because you pine away, man, for the want of the fruit of the field, man. You become delusional. You become so weak you can't even barely breathe. You gasping for air because you're becoming so weak. It's a horrible way to go out. But this is the way a lot of people are gonna go, as scriptures tell us in the Apocrypha, man. You see? Which the Apocrypha goes into eschatology, man, the study of the end times, man. This is what it's gonna look like, and we see it formulating. Okay? Verse 17, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it, man. So yeah, man, hey, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, keep on keeping on. Keep on holding on to Babylon and trusting in the shadow of Egypt, trusting in Esau, and not repenting. And we're going to see what the end of it is. We're going to see what your end is. You see? Hey, right now, as far as it's not looking too good for you right now. That's why I tell you through the Spirit, never mindful of the scourges, man. Here it is. You're going through some troubling times, and you're not even mindful of the reality of the times you're in. You're not even as it tells us in let me get this real quick. Let me get this real quick. The book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3, and it reads, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't even consider what the men of the Lord have to tell you, man. Even though you've heard the message, you've heard the report, but you've pulled away at the shoulder, you've blocked your ears and covered your eyes and walked across the street, right? And try to act as if the reality of what we're saying isn't coming to pass. But here it is. Now you're living prophecy. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in a position where you're looking stupid for trusting in the shadow of Egypt. You're living prophecy, man. We're just looking at you, man. You're living prophecy regarding trusting in Esau and about to lose with him. You see, those of you that are hoping in him and helping him, you're going to fail together, as it tells us in Isaiah. I think it's 31. You see, but hey, that's your lot. The message is the same. Repent, Jake. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Hey, you're running out of time. Tick tock, you are running out of time. All right, and if you do get these SNAP benefits back, say you do get these SNAP benefits back, right? Right, and everything goes back to a point where you are receiving your benefits and you're still just getting by the skin of your teeth. Because that's the position you guys were really truly in anyway, but when you were getting them. But say you get back to that status. At the end of the day, guess what? You're still going to lose, man. Okay, because Babylon is still falling. All right, and these people are still doomed. Evil E. So at the end of the day, you still going to lose, man. Regardless, man. That's why, hey, the Lord, hey, the elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. The one thing the elect has is patience. Because we understand how the Lord operates through the Spirit. So it's patience, man. We got patience, man. The hopeful elect has patience, man. We're willing to suffer this thing out, man. Because we know at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to make it come to pass. It's going to come to pass, man. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. The vision is yet for an appointed time, man. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. But if you want my honest opinion, there's no turning back. Esau's got to keep going through with this thing, man. I'm speaking as a man. This could very well be the trigger to all hell breaking loose. I'm going to leave you with that, beloved Akiyam and Nakwaf. I got a jet. I'm going to leave you with that. Lord willing, you were edified. Lord willing, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you were spiritually fed and informed. All right, and we on our way out of here, Akiyam and Nakwaf. And let these people have it. And we're about to watch these people suffer, man. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, just like scripture say we would. Right? Only with thine eyes shall we see the reward of the wicked, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chodash. Hey, double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Shalom.